Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Uh, yeah, that was quite a Lions game. I have not lost hope in the Lions, just being a preseason game. Not to make excuses for them. They really should have played better, even though it was a preseason game and with, even without their starters being there. But shoot, I'm not losing hope. I think that once you have your regular season people in there, your starters, I think the Lions will do a lot better. Yeah. And I just really feel that the Lions will just show people more or less more on what they have. Hey, thank you, Pup Dexter. Go Sports. Go Lions. Yeah, definitely go Lions. But yeah, let's just go ahead and let's thanks everybody for coming in and joining the chat. I have it basically an open chat today. We don't need to necessarily talk about lines. We can talk about whatever your team might be. I know most of the people I talk to are Lions fans, and that's my team, of course. 100% Lions fan, always will be. Um, I'm not going to go ahead and fret too much about the way Teddy Bridgewater played just because he didn't look good. Uh, to me, I think that this is just a him just getting acquainted with the system more, and he needs to know more what the system is. Um, However, Nate Sutfield, yeah, I don't think there's any better upside. Although he did have a touchdown in this game, which was a good thing. But the Lions just could not get a rhythm. Now, obviously, you didn't have any of your real starting receivers to rely on either. Uh, our running backs, we just couldn't get in the rhythm of things. We couldn't get, our momentum going at all. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think it was more I think it was a combination of not having our starters in, trying to evaluate the teams, the backups and stuff like that. Combination of Teddy Bridgewater just being his first game and not really being much, not really knowing much of the system yet and having the camaraderie. And also, also got to look at the Jacksonville Jaguars defense too. I think that they held you gotta give credit to them stopping any type of play uh, that the Lions tried to put forth on the field. I'm not gonna say the referees cost the game. That's definitely not where I'm going with this. I think a team needs to play better than what they did. They were not this team that was on the field today is not, of course, our starters, but this was a team that was not prepared well enough to. Man, this lighting is bad. I'm sorry about the lighting. It makes it look like I got sore on my on my lip or on my chin, but I don't. Oh, uh, good. Hopefully we don't have any issues like we had before. Um, But what do you guys think? Do you think the Lions are going to be better? I do think that our defense. The problem with the defense breaking down like it did. All right, and actually, if you look at it, they held them a lot to field goals. The Lions rule, the Bengals rule. The Bengals are better. Uh, Well, if you look at playoffs, if you look at a lot of stuff, right now, I can't argue with you, Pup Dexter. I really can't, because I can't make that argument. Because if you know, we gotta see what the Lions are going to do this year. But yeah, I know, I do know, Pup Dexter, that the Bengals are your team. And it's just kind of funny when I tried to tape the Lions game yesterday, the darn Bengals game tape for some reason. It's yeah, and that just totally blows my mind. So you must have just kind of sent me some vibes over there, because to go ahead and mess everything up for my tape. I was able to see part of a part of the game on replay yesterday. Yeah, it was, yeah, I didn't really get, yeah, I joined it late. So but I just, from what I seen, Jack Hamill looks good. I think he's going to be um, a force to be reckoned with. Um, I gotta say, when what I seen in Comiskey, he definitely looked good. I think you know, he's gonna be one of the stout players here. He's gonna be, one of the, you know, having him back, because I know he got injured last year, so that really hurt us. Um, and really not having really our starter, a lot of the starters in on the offensive line, that really hurt us too. I mean, heck, Teddy Bridgewater, the first play of the game, he goes and gets sacked because the pockets break down on him. So it's like a, but we want to, we do want to keep our players healthy for the um we do want to keep the starters healthy for when the regular season starts, because everybody knows the Lions play the Chiefs, the first round of the playoffs this year. So the Lions play the Chiefs. Well, we gotta, they're going to need to really just really show up and ball out. Um, so that's just one thing that we got to see them, bring their A game. So they need to be healthy, and of course, we're not going to have Jamison Williams there, because his stupid idiotic, you know, getting suspended for gambling. Um, hey, thank you guys for joining Maniac Sports. Uh, any comments, questions? I mean, yeah, I'll go ahead and do the scores as far as for what the games that were completed so far you know, uh, in to me the second week of the preseason, uh, at least a full preseason. All right. Final, of course, we had the Browns. The Browns and the Eagles tied. We all know how I feel about ties. I don't like ties, but in the preseason, yeah, that really doesn't matter in the preseason. I still hate ties. I think it should be uh, Bengals and Falcons tied. Well, those. So you know, uh, Bengals didn't do much better than the I mean, they at least they didn't lose like the Lions did. Okay, so um, the Panthers lost to the Giants. Of course, we all know it was Jaguars 25, Detroit Lions 7. Um, and the Bills lost to the Steelers 15-27. Dolphins kind of manhandles the Texans 28-3. Uh, Bears, they also dropped one. Um, it was 17-24 to the Colts. Uh, Buccaneers and 13 beat the Jets 13-8, and the Titans beat the Vikings think it's 13 to 16. Oh, no, not 13. 24-16. Chiefs manhandled the Cardinals 38-10, and Patriots beat the Packers. But of course, we know there was 10 minutes left in the game, so we really cannot say that this is how it would have ended up. We don't know. They ended up calling the game basically because of you know somebody got hurt on the field and was carried off on stretcher. I think that was a right decision to do, to call it a game. Why go ahead and finish it? With you got to care about people more than you care about sports. Uh, Broncos lost to the 49ers by a score of 20-21. Raiders, they beat the Rams 34-17. Cowboys lost again to the Seahawks. It was 14-22. And that now we're all up to date. Of course, you still have one game still going on right now, not going on. It starts at 7:05, so it should be uh, today at 7:05. Then you have another game tomorrow. Will be the Ravens and the Commanders. So tomorrow opens Monday Night Football, but of course it's the Saints and the Chargers, and then it will be the tomorrow will be the Ravens and the Commanders. Yeah. So okay. But getting back to here, I just you know I want to see people step up. And that's what we need to see with the Lions. We need to see them step up to a much better, play better than what they did. They got to play better than what they did, because what we seen on the field yesterday was not what we expected. And you got to expect more. Good teams find ways of winning. And believe me, I'm not going ahead and saying, "Oh, I'm not one of these." Whoa, wait, the season's gone. Lions are not going to do good. I'm not saying that, okay. But what I am saying, that when you're on that field, you need to play better. If these, and it was basically on the offensive side of the ball. The offense needs to go ahead and get the rhythm. But of course, if you, you know, uh, if you don't have your starters, you don't have your players. But we all know how the Lions, how people get hurt during the regular season. That's why you got your backup players. So sometime in the future, we may need to rely on some of these players to help us win the ball game. And that's why there is some concern there, and we know. I mean, it looked like at one time the Lions were practically needing, a couple of years ago, and even part of last year, where it looked like the Lions were practically needing to go ahead and hire people off the street in order to field a team, because there was so many injuries. So the backup players need to play better and need to show up, you know, a lot better than what they did, hands down. I mean, there's no excuse for it, I mean, yeah, and it is what it is, you know. But so that's basically what I have to say. Is there anything else? Any questions, comments, or concerns from the crowd? Any or from the audience? Please let me know. And hey, it's we just really got to we just really got to play better. I mean, as Lions, as the team. Now we can't play better, but the team needs to play better. The team needs to go ahead and just make it make it better. And and I'm also looking for people to come on this show, tell me about their teams, tell me what they think. Actually, I didn't post the link, which I'm gonna post in there right now. Uh, so if anybody wants to come on, feel free to come on. But this has been a battle in the you know I mean this week has not been a good week for the NFC North. If you look at it, so I mean every team in the NFC North lost for sure. Uh, of course, like I said, you can't really totally count the Green Bay loss as a loss because 10 minutes left remain in the game. Who knows what would have happened and could have happened? You know, uh, not that I do think that it was the right thing to do to call the game when they did. Um, and it showed, so they all have my utmost respect for doing that. Especially when it's in the preseason game. But you know what? I still, yeah, I know I know it may be a little bit crazy, but I still just want to, I still just want to see the Lions do good. I definitely want to see them do good. Um, what do we do if Teddy Bridgewater is a bust? We don't know. We don't know. I think he has proven that he can be that quarterback. Everybody thought that Jared Goff was a bust that first year. We seen what happened with him when we actually put a team around him. So you also got to look at what happens with Jared Goff too. You got to look at there was nobody around Teddy Bridgewater that was our starters. You didn't have St. Brown to save the day. You didn't have Gibbs to save the day. Or none of them to really save the day. So okay. So man, I really can't wait until regular season starts. So hey, yeah, welcome to Maniac Sports. Anybody who wants to chime in is more than welcome. Uh, the link is displayed. I don't know if you can actually see the link on Facebook, but you can. I know you can see the link on to my StreamYard on Maniac Sports. I know you can see the link there, and you can also see the link on there's Tim's Maniac Sports and also on Twitch. I'll go ahead and actually, since that link is copied, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Facebook. And sorry, I do gotta log in and just kind of. Okay. Yeah. Excuse any. Okay, let me see if this will post my link. Control. So I did post in Maniac Sports if you guys want to join the show. I did post a link there. Just hop on that link. You're more than welcome to join. Uh, get back to. All right. So I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. Any other questions? You know, who's looking? Who's looking forward to actually seeing the Lions actually play the Chiefs? I know I am. I know a lot of other people. I don't think it's going to be a massacre. If it's a massacre, you know, then then the Lions really got to look at things. You know, one thing one thing I think the Lions need to do this year, and I want to see them do, is they need to get off to a fast start. You know, they cannot go, you know, you know, 1-6 like they were last year. You know, they gotta go ahead. They gotta they gotta get a couple wins at least the first part of the season. You know, um, and really, if they're actually the team that they are that they are announcing to be, you know, then and what we feel they have, then they got to beat some of these teams. You know, you cannot go ahead, and look at, oh yeah, we're going to lose to the Chiefs, we're going to lose to the Seahawks, we're going to lose to the Vikings, we're going to lose to, just because these teams are already established teams and established winners. In order to actually be the winners, you cannot just go ahead and lose or beat the lousy teams. You got to beat the good teams too, you know. And it's beating the teams like the Kansas City. It's beating the teams like the like Seattle. You know, it's beating those teams, going ahead and taking it to the next level. And this is what we are expecting them to build that, to build that team and to show up. And also and also not only beating the good teams, but being a weak team. Basically, it's just going in there and being able to beat everybody. That's what the Lions need to do. Whether it's the Cowboys, whether it's the 49ers, you know, they got to go ahead and match up with them, and then they just got to go ahead and take it to them. Whether it's the Giants, whether it's the Eagles, or whoever it may be, you know. I mean, that's just how they gotta do it. They you know I mean, okay, so all right. Of course, we have one more preseason game. Okay, so I mean, they gotta go ahead and be able to beat. You know, they gotta go ahead. If they are actually improved, they gotta go ahead and beat teams like the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Falcons, Green Bay, of course. Panthers when it really means something. Buccaneers, Ravens, Raiders, Chargers, they got to be able to compete with them, and they got to be able to beat them. If they're going to be this elite team that they're talking about, and of course the Bears, the Saints, I mean, if you look at the schedule and you just go ahead, oh yeah, they can more or less pick and choose who they're going to win. No, that ain't the way that it works. If you're a great team, you're just going to go ahead and just win at all costs and go ahead and rise to the occasion and show the people I'm the good team. I am the better between the two of you. I don't care if I'm in your home or if you're in my home. I'm going to go ahead and school you. I'm going to go ahead and school you on the field. I'm going to go ahead and show you cannot go ahead and get schooled like you did in preseason. Yeah, okay. I am actually bringing out the maniac in me because yeah, and yeah, it may be not only in you know, I'm just saying if you want to, if you got the team to succeed, and if we didn't waste all these, these years on, we have been rebuilding for these years. This is, you know, this is a third solid year of rebuilding. For as far as for Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and stuff like that. So we got to be able to start winning these games, and going in and maybe just kicking a few asses. Okay, yeah. And if you guys don't like that, I said that. Hey, tough. We gotta go in and we got. I don't care, Pup Dexter. I know that's your team, but we gotta go ahead. And if we end up playing the Bengals, we gotta go ahead and beat the Bengals. You know, I don't think they're on our regular season, uh, but we just gotta beat those teams. Because that's what good teams do. You know, that's what good teams do. And also beat the people. We gotta go into Dallas and beat Dallas at Dallas. You know, I mean, I know, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying they're going to win every game. Hell, I would love to see them be the first team ever to go uh, 17-0. That would be just awesome. Could you imagine what that would do to the city and to the team? If they did, but actually go 17-0 and actually win the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, is that a lot to ask? Hell no, it's not. You know, it's not a lot to ask. Just do it. Just like Nike said, just do it. Um, okay, I'll admit it is a lot to ask. You know, maybe, but it would be great to see. Just get it done. All right, just get it done. All right. I'm probably not going to be on a whole long time. Uh, I will be on. Like I said, I'm going to try to be on more often than what I've been on. Um, and of course, college is going to be coming up real soon. Let's go, Michigan Wolverines. Of course, my high school team being the Muskegon Big Reds. I I want to see them win and do stuff. Um, I'm also kind of yeah, I also want to see Cooperville to do well. I'm hoping to go ahead and go to a few high school games this year too. I just you know, I just want to see that. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, share this channel. Um, I do appreciate everybody coming in that came in, and I just want to thank you guys. I know I went off on a rant on how I feel the Lions should do, but I do actually feel they got to be able to beat these teams in order. Like Ric Flair always used to say, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. Well, that's saying, that's going ahead and putting showing up and putting some ability behind your words, because other than that it's just all words. you know it's just all words. We got something going good in Detroit. Let's keep it going. uh we want to see the Force being able to actually play, not only back to back championships, but back to back, Super Bowls too. I mean, but first you gotta get to one Super Bowl. We want to see that. You know, but yeah, it was really nice to have you guys join in. Um, I've been on a half hour right now. I'm just going to go ahead and end the show now. I will try to come up and do something again tomorrow at some time. All right. Yeah. Everybody take care. Have a great evening. Let's go Lions. One pride. Um, thanks again. And you guys all have a good evening and let's play some football. Go Lions.